This is peak.
逃げる。誰がどこへ。
Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So it's not every season you get an anime that surprises and thrills and gets better with every single episode. The anime that we're talking about needs no real introduction. You probably already know which anime that I'm talking about. There's no real words to describe how amazing this anime came out and became, how it had episodes that were filled with so much bangers. It restored the feeling of week-to-week anime for me. Not a lot of animes are able to achieve the epicness that this anime was able to do, and it was a new and fresh story that was so funny, so poignant, so critically humorous in the way it was able to set up great fight scenes, great dialogues and moments, and it had such a piercing humor, and it was so evident within so much of the writing, the way the episodes were structured. Nothing was really wasted, and it was given enough time to cook, and it freaking cooked, man. Obviously, I'm talking about The Eminence in Shadow. This is an anime that, okay, give me a second. This is 20 episodes by Daisuke Aizawa. This is a dark fantasy isekai illustrated by Tozai, and this is the best anime of the past season. No one can tell me any different. There are so many noteworthy pieces and episodes, and how the story was so intriguing, fun, interesting. Our main character was hilarious, goofy, funny, epic. He juggled the lines so perfectly. He was able to style on people and just be as goofy. Just an episode before, it was so ridiculous. It was so fun. He beat somebody up by just making them hesitate, making them scared. And some of these moments were chef's kiss perfect. The Shadow in Eminence is one of those animes that was able to make a splash because we weren't expecting much. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I read the manga. I kind of fell out of love with it because, I got a little isekai out, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't realize how great it was in the moment, but I do know it was a pretty good story. I did know it was entertaining. I did know it was a good story that if it got the time, if it got the episodes, and if a lot of the moments continued to be epic, I knew it was going to go somewhere. And how did they know that this anime, given 20 episodes, would cook so perfectly? I have no idea. Someone orchestrated this last-ditch effort for isekai to make a splash and to really hone in on some of the funny moments, to hone in on some of the fights, to hone in on some of the character shifts, and basically the dominance that Shadow Garden created by our main character, Sid Kageno, who is just supported by so many beautiful anime biddies. I have no idea what to tell you. Someone is a mastermind, because this is definitely one of the best anime of the past season. I could tell you so many different things. I could be honest with you and tell you the story, which basically we have a guy that got isekai'd. He was trying to be a superhero basically in his own world, but then he died randomly and he wasn't given the time. There's so many subtle things that was expressed throughout this anime while he became basically in the world that he wanted to be in, to be his own little superhero, creating this version of a demonic cult that may or may not be real, but honestly they are real, but our main character doesn't really realize, and he thinks he's just playing make-believe with all these other characters that he saves. It seems as though he's not necessarily fully sure of what's going on around him. He just thinks they're doing expensive, really crazy roleplay, and he taught all of his little anime supporting viddies that are incredibly helpful and geniuses in their own right. He gave them so many things from our world that is now being like used as like copyright in his own world, and he makes fun of it every single time.
鞘から抜かれし聖剣は輝く刃を解き放ち混沌の園へ旅立つだろう。
Everything about this anime is supposed to be a joke, but it still got me those feelings of epicness when everything came to a head. We still got that feeling like we are being supported. If Isekai is gonna do things like this, be so cognizant of the jokes about themselves, and then be able to orchestrate emotional moments, orchestrate fights that actually matter, orchestrate moments where we know our main character got that and he's all powerful, but really we're seeing an orchestration of a mastermind who decided to write a story so fully able to get you invested in. What this anime did very well was it somewhat places these rules, and some of these rules our main character places is he doesn't want to be the main character. He just wants to play a step and a role and be able to facilitate some of his dream ideas with his powers, with his deaths, with the way he just plays around with life and death, the powers, the scenarios. It's so wonderfully well done because you get a kick out of how much he just wants to be the loser and loses. You get a kick out of the hilarity, and then when he gets serious, the moving pieces between him and Shadow Garden, it's so cool, man. Like, this anime restored a genuine feeling within my heart. There's not a lot of anime that gave me that anticipation for every single day. Most of the time, I just check my site. I'm never giving you the plug because I'm not trying to get, one of my sites banned.
目が覚めたか。
私の体、嘘。
君を蝕んでいた呪いはもう解けた。
This anime gave me that anticipation that I had as a kid. I was waiting with bated breath every week. I wanted to see how great things were gonna be. I was so excited to watch this anime. I was so thrilled to watch Sid's style on characters, fam. It was unbelievable how cool this anime was, and they did it in such a cool fashion. I think this is probably one of the best isekai I've seen in so long. Like, this has to be one up above Mushoku Tensei because I want so much more. I need a season 2. I need more from this. This is just greatness, and I want to recommend it to you because not a lot of times isekai hit the mark like this. This anime was cognizant of what it was trying to tell as a story, how we do an overpowered character correctly. It was giving me One Punch Man first season vibes. It was giving me Mob Psycho vibes without the deep emotional things, and like it even somehow made patricide justifiable, and it was almost hilarious how everything just went the way it was supposed to, even though in the back of your mind you know Sid is probably one of the most powerful characters in the entire anime, but we are still so incredibly thrilled to see him thrusted into center stage and interact with the world around him, see how his group are able to just control the world around him. It's just magnificent how this anime was written, how it was animated, how it continued to be entertaining from episode 1 to episode 20. And don't even get me started on some of those fights. This is hot fire, fam. I swear to God, this was crazy. You can't tell me this anime didn't do something special. This is one of those animes that I'm gonna remember. I'm not gonna remember a lot of isekai trash, but this one right here, this gotta be recommended to someone. If you want somebody to get into anime, this is that level. You gotta introduce and talk about this to freaking everyone, and if you haven't watched it, you gotta make sure they get to it because this is one of those ones. Anyway, Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. How do you feel about this anime? How do you feel knowing that this was the best anime of the past season? I don't care what no one says. This anime did the damn thing, and for me, it will always be regarded as the best anime of that past season. Anyway, peace. Take care.